Alright, hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And this is episode 13 of Rescue Bots, The Reign of Morocco. First aired May 19th, 2012. Written by frequent Rescue Bots writer Greg Johnson, last seen here, writing The Alien Invasion of Griffin Rock. And this is the second part of our Tim Curry two-parter, which means that this is a science fiction double feature. Dr. X will build a creature.
Am I going to have to add background?
See androids fighting.
Maybe you are.
Brad and Janet.
There have to be
Francis
instrumentals of that
stars
song.
in
Just can I find
Forbidden
them?
Planet.
You'll find out in the edit, listeners.
Actually, I think I used to have a physical
double
CD
feature
of the
picture
first and the
show.
Gimme Gimmes doing a cover of this
Oh, well, yeah, but I'd want it like without the singing.
on an actual CD. Like,
You know, funny, most people say that about me as well. They like me except for the singing.
Well, it's okay. Just without a backbeat, it's hard to tell if you're on key or not.
The spoilers, I'm not.
Probably not.
So please, listeners, please refrain from throwing hot dogs or pieces of toast at your podcast device.
I don't like musicals, but I've purposely avoided Rocky Horror because it seems like the worst of what I don't like about musicals to me. The interactivity, the weirdness,
Well,
the use of the word transsexual, transvestite, or whatever Transylvanian.
it does seem one of
sweet
those.
transvestite from Transylvania.
It does seem like one of those things that people either really relate to or really get turned off by.
I'm not a big fan. I've seen it.
I have not, and I imagine I would not like, especially since I've gone this long without
It's
seeing
probably
it.
worth seeing
I would
once.
probably hate it.
I
Well, yeah, but the problem may be with other people.
Well,
Watching it on my own would probably be the worst.
have gone
Although
too
we
long
do know some people that like it.
without listening to Hamilton. I think the last time I listened to it was when I was actually going on a trip into DC for a day, which seemed very appropriate.
Yeah. Although I guess if some of the people we do know, if I ever do meet them, they might force me to watch it. But that could be okay. On my own, no. Anyway,
So
well, I guess this entirely throws off my. Oh, I'm sorry. I watched Reign the Conqueror instead of Reign of Morocco.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't think anyone else remembers that.
Oh, I remember
is
it.
Peter Chung cartoon? Is that the guy?
Yeah, and I was.
The Aeon Flux guy?
I didn't
Yeah, the
realize
Flux guy.
how much he was actually involved with the G1 cartoon, but I decided to
was?
do some rewatching, and I saw him listed as one of the storyboard people on the first episodes.
Oh, goodness.
But he apparently did a bunch of storyboard stuff, which I know is hard to tell because most of the people involved, the ones who aren't robots, are actually wearing pants, as they are not.
And have spines.
There's no weird tongue stuff going on.
Yeah, his style has become really easy to identify. I don't know if he's done anything recently. Presumably, yes.
All the cod pieces. Just mostly, like, 95% of what I remember about Reign was the cod pieces and just the absolutely extremely homoerotic costuming just across the board.
Well,
Speaking of Rocky Horror,
it's appropriate
Yeah.
because it's about Alexander the Great, so, you know.
Well, yeah, but
It fits.
presumably Alexander the Great had heard of pants. But maybe not.
Yeah, well, or at least occasionally for them.
maybe it's more of a toga man.
Yeah, I mean, at least that covers you. It covers your cod piece.
I don't know if you can ride a horse in a toga, though.
There's a lot of cod pieces in that show. A lot of just visible cod pieces.
What? Wait, what? Okay, this has nothing to do with this, but apparently he storyboarded the Rugrats movie? Well, he's part of it?
I mean, that also involves a lot of people not wearing pants.
Yeah, entirely fair.
No, that has nothing to do with anything. Anyway.
Yeah, I was actually just looking him up like last week because I saw his name come up in the credits for More Than Meets the Eye, the original G1 pilot episodes. And I was like, the same one? It's like, yes, the same one. The Aeon Flux guy.
So previously on Rescue Bots, Doc Green is fired. The rescue team is fired. The Burns family is fired.
You're all fired.
Yes, welcome now to the Reign of Morocco. Dr. Morocco.
I was actually going to wonder if Tim Curry was in Aeon Flux, and I remembered the whole thing with the Aeon Flux cartoon was there was no dialogue, so.
Maybe he was in that terrible movie with Charlize Theron.
Possibly. That also has been showing up on Pluto TV a lot lately.
Ooh.
I'm very bored at work.
Now, question: as far as slumming Frances McDormand pictures go, what's worse, Aeon Flux or Transformers: Dark of the Moon?
Wow.
Which one's more pointless?
I can kind of.
Well, I mean, Dark of the Moon had the point of selling action figures.
With Dark of the Moon, she kind of knew what she was getting into and did it anyway.
This is true,
but I do also feel like they're at the point where they're just doing things for fun now. So. See also Anthony Hopkins in The Last Night.
Yeah.
And I guess the question is, has Frances McDormand's husband, Joel Cohen of the Coen brothers, has he seen either of those movies?
I imagine he's seen maybe.
He's definitely seen Darkman.
Yeah.
But that is the question. Transformers Dark of the Moon or Aeon Flux? I'm going to guess if he saw one, maybe Dark of the Moon, because it also has Coen Brothers regular John Turturro in it.
Yeah, so just
he might have complained more about this. Like, you could have done something so much better with this cast.
I don't know. John Turturro is pretty great in those movies.
Absolutely.
He does everything you ask him to.
He's trying. I don't know what he's trying, but he's trying something.
Well, except for that last one where he's trying to collect a paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to fly me to Cuba, and I'm just going to shoot this, and I'm going to be on the phone. Sold.
I'm going to yell off to some robot who you're going to add in post. Yeah, this works. Yep. This works.
Yep. Hey there, guy with a fishing pole on his head. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
It's me, John Turturro. I'm going to use this money to make another weird movie where I have sex with attractive women.
Yeah.
Anyway, Reign of Morocco.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we open with we get a little Griffin Rock history as we see the statue of the founder of Griffin Rock, Horace Burns.
Didn't we see it last episode?
I don't think he was identified as Horace Burns, though.
No, it wasn't identified.
So yeah, clearly, the Burnses are Griffin Rock aristocracy.
There's this, well, I mean, it's kind of like when I was at Starbucks, I worked with someone whose last name was Rixey, as in Rixeyville, which was like this intersection, like, way out in the sticks. I'm like, I am not impressed. But yeah, I guess it's one of those things where, like, maybe the people who have lived there all their lives are a little impressed with the Burns, but no one else is impressed.
I mean, clearly,
You're still working at Starbucks.
No, I'm just going to say I'm not one to, malign people for making some hay off their famous last names. I may have a couple of famous cities named after my family as well.
My ancestors used to own South Carolina, so it is what it is.
I didn't technically own anything; they just bought Alaska, but they didn't own it.
We're also
you might say it was a real folly.
We are ridiculously white.
However,
Anyway,
speaking of horrible white people things, Huxley Prescott gives this quote, "The march of progress sometimes leaves casualties underfoot," and I'm like, that's the most colonial bullshit. Holy moly.
Yeah, that's definitely something that Dr. Doom says to Reed Richards right before he pulls the lever that's going to blow up the Baxter building.
Yeah. Alternately, the thing that you say as you're bringing smallpox to the native population.
Well, also that.
Oof.
I assume no natives lived on Griffin Rock, because that place is clearly cursed.
Yeah, that's fair. They knew better.
You know, our longhouses kept burning down. Carts full of exploding poison kept crashing into things. We just said, forget it, leave it for the white people.
Yep, and here they are. But also, we get this entire recap of the previous episode by Huxley Prescott, and I just feel like that should be every time there has to be any sort of recap. Or possibly just when a recap isn't even necessary. He just needs to be recapping things. We just need to redo the intro as just him explaining the premise of the series.
Oh, so it would basically just be the opening to Clone Wars?
Yes.
So, and speaking of white people, one of those white people is once again trying to commute via helipack.
Again! Yes. They need to take that away from him.
And meanwhile, the MorBot was apparently programmed by somebody who watched a bunch of Zack Snyder movies, because he is Man of Steeling it right through a bunch of buildings here.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of the point of the problems with the MorBot, is like it, doing the thingy, the word that the cannonball into the water to put out the explosives.
Yes.
Yeah.
That he was definitely programmed by somebody who does not understand collateral damage, much like Zack Snyder.
Yeah, let's just say Dr. Morocco, big fan of Atlas Shrugged.
Yeah.
Possibly. Or he just wanted a robot that was invulnerable while blasting.
Oh, Sam.
I mean, he is definitely the kind of guy who would build that underwater libertarian community from that video game whose name escapes me.
BioShock.
That's the one.
Yes. Especially with the monocle.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody owns a monocle and a blimp, he probably also has an underwater base.
Yeah. I mean, that's where the shark came from.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
He's absolutely got it on. I mean, we'll see how he escapes at the end. I'd say there's an absolute certainty that he has an underwater base somewhere. But yes, also these buildings have emergency awnings that pop out and shield you from falling bricks, which I guess is probably for the best around here.
That's kind of neat, but you think there'd be more automatic? You wouldn't have to push a button to not die?
No, Chief Burns has to press a button.
But on a different wall, on the other side of the building from where the shit is falling, that seems like a slight design flaw.
I mean...
Should be on the wall you are on.
A slight design flaw is, I believe, Griffin Rock's town motto.
Yes.
Either that or E pluribus yikes.
Yes.
From the many, yikes. Anyway, everybody else is, stuck in the station because they are now technically unemployed. And so MorBot, it does finally stop Mr. Harrison's helicopter rampage here. And so we cut back to Doc Green's old digs, where Dr. Morocco is just selling off all his stuff.
Yep, just having a yard sale. All this technology that I just found lying around, including specifically one of the ones that pops on the screen is the Robo Baby.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't even notice that. I was mostly fixated on the robot dinosaur. There's robot dinosaur plans out there that they're going to be all over the planet now. Just giant T-Rex robots.
Yeah, apparently the full complement, they're all stuff from previous episodes. There's the electromagnetic sensors, the newspaper robot, the floatium from the Flobsters episode.
Oh, that's out there.
That's what that was. Okay.
Yes.
The canister.
The Robo Baby.
I was like, a fire extinguisher? But no, that was the floatium canister. Okay.
Yeah, the turbo cycle and the helper bot.
With helper bots everywhere.
Yep.
Just robo babies everywhere.
So we cut back to the fire station, and the rescue bots are now trying to figure out what to do. Boulder, much like Bulkhead, has turned to art.
Yes.
And he's painting a pretty flower.
Yes, because he's feeling rosy.
He's so Bulkhead. Aw.
Yes.
He's such a good boy.
And Chase is attempting to find alternate employment.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's just, this book suggests a butcher, a baker, or a candlestick maker.
Oh, that's actually foreshadowing. I didn't get that. Huh.
The baker?
The baker, yes.
Because chefs seem to be in high demand.
And Blades has decided, well, I need to study humans, and humans are on TV, so I'm just going to watch TV.
That's relatable.
Yeah. Well, they're all adapting to their quarantine in their own way.
Yes.
They kind of
Blades
are.
is binge watching.
It's not like they can go out.
And Heatwave is doing what I am doing, by which I mean he is fruitlessly calling his ex.
Oof. Oh, no, because he's calling Optimus. I don't like the idea of Optimus dating anyone.
This is me being needlessly pedantic, and I'm sure this has nothing to do with anything, and it's absolutely just coincidence. But he refers to them as Rescue Force Sigma 17.
Yes.
And I have fixated on the idea of Firestormers, because the one Firestormers team that shows up in canon is called Beta 5, and I'm like, okay, so it's Greek plus numeral. So I've decided that these are actually a form of a Firestormers team, and so now I need to write elaborate fanfiction about them having space adventures.
Well, each Roman numeral could designate a different level. There's rescue bots, there's Firestormers.
Right. You're maybe Beta designates a bunch of guys who go in there and kick butts, whereas Sigma is maybe more like guys who go in there and save butts from being kicked.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the exception of Sigma 6, whose mission is to be a hero. Time to turn the tide.
So I do kind of, I'm sure it's just for the same, totally off on a tangent, but I am really curious whether Sigma 6 is just because there was this business book thing, business woo, new agey garbage called Six Sigma, and whether someone at Hasbro was given this cheesy business book and was like, hey, that would make a good name for a military team if we switched it around.
That absolutely has to be it. So,
because I've unfortunately had to shelve business books for quite a significant period of my life, so it was definitely around before the toy line. But yeah, I wonder if it's just that Greek plus number sounds like a team designation and it's entirely coincidence. I'm sure it probably is.
Possible. I mean, it's
except
the sort of
Sigma 6 is definitely Six Sigma because someone was like, you're in business, I will get you a business book. I'm like, I design toys.
Well, they make the reverse joke on an episode of 30 Rock. Where, Alec Baldwin's trying to introduce, business concepts to the writers of the show who are a bunch of nerds. So he's like, has anybody here ever heard of Six Sigma? And one of the guys, yeah, it's a special kind of G.I. Joe.
Yes.
That which has to be the nerdiest joke that has ever aired on network television.
It's extremely nerdy.
It's a good nerdy joke.
Sorry,
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, Big Bang
But
Theory
I
references aren't
kind
usually
of
that
picked
deep
up
from what I've
on
seen. What little I've
No.
seen.
Rescue Force Sigma 17 and now, I don't know, Firestormers.
Yeah, so anyway, Heatwave is trying to call Optimus Prime, give us another job, but Optimus Prime has put him on read.
Which, what disaster is happening over in Prime when this call is happening? Which season?
Yeah,
I wonder if maybe this lines up with, the season finale, where, we're kind of too busy, I don't know, finding out that the whole planet is the robot devil?
Well,
they
isn't this mid-season?
suggest.
Yeah, I'm not sure if these started airing at the same time though.
Oh,
I'm sure we could look at the air dates on the wiki, actually.
Yes, I'm sure we could, but that would be a lot of work.
It would, it wouldn't be that much work, but, their excuse in the story is that Optimus Prime is intentionally, like, you guys need to give it some time, and this won't be as big a deal as you're thinking it is, and you don't need a new assignment. It's okay, small children. But yeah, he's probably busy fighting the robot devil.
Yes. But, you would think that there would be somebody, at base, Ratchet, Jack's mom, anybody.
This, I did check, because thankfully they aired on the same day. This is the same day that Triage aired, the episode where Wheeljack and Ratchet are fighting Soundwave.
Oh, okay.
So maybe nobody was at base.
Yeah.
That was in the middle of the we're hunting stuff at different places arc, wasn't it?
As of when we're recording this, the featured article on the wiki is Filch, and I feel very seen.
That was the episode where they all split up, because remember there were like 4 episodes that all started with T, and the one was Toxicity.
Okay, it was that
where
arc.
Bulkhead gets poisoned.
Yeah.
So yes,
that
they
makes sense.
actually,
They're busy.
the only one back at headquarters was Agent Fowler, and he was probably wasn't he knocked out for a significant period of it?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he was woozy and talking about his star-spangled underpants.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the only message I can get is some guy telling me about Uncle Sam's beard. I think Optimus Prime changed his number and didn't tell me.
So yeah, I think it's fair to say that probably the Autobots were a little busy.
So anyway, we cut back to the chief. He's taken this nanite evidence to the mayor, but apparently Dr. Morocco doesn't actually brand any of his publicly facing stuff with that logo. So he is indeed a clever man, that Dr. Morocco.
He has not actually gotten a trademark for this brand.
Surprisingly,
his giant airship does not have a big M on it.
That is kind of surprising, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a logo. That does seem weird. It almost seems like he stole this airship from somebody else, because it's not logoed up. Then again,
as we find out at the end of the episode, that might be true.
Yeah.
His robot isn't... there isn't a logo on the robot, is there?
There is not.
That does seem weird.
Well, I guess it's so that his evil plan isn't hilariously blatant. It's just very blatant.
Yeah.
So anyway, we run into to Doc Green, and he's leaving town. He's got to get a job here, and nobody's interested in hiring crazy old Doc Green. Gonna have to find somewhere else, change my identity, get some plastic surgery, then they'll hire me. Then they'll all pay.
He's just gotta find some other small town that needs a mad scientist.
Just going down to town like the Music Man, but for science.
Yeah.
More musical references?
Keep this man away from Gary, Indiana. How have I become the musical guy? What have I become?
I don't know. Well, I don't know shit about music, so I guess it's you by default. Unless Jen wants to say something.
Not in the mood.
Tonight, it's only you.
Well, at least you're singing actual songs instead of making up letters songs.
No Elliot Kalin I, alas.
In New York, you can be a new man. Okay, I'll get some Hamilton later.
Something Hercules Mulligan.
Yes, so
That's
great.
all I know about Hamilton, and that was apparently a real person's name.
He's Mulligan.
Mulligan. Oh,
And he was apparently not like an old-timey strongman.
No, he's just awesome. And also
I'm going
awesome.
to look him up and be massively
Hamilton.
disappointed, aren't I?
Probably not, actually. Probably not disappointed. Hercules Mulligan.
Wow, yeah, I'm exactly as disappointed as I expected. Like, that is the whitest man.
Well, he
historical
wasn't
one,
in
anyway,
Hamilton.
Well, yes, not in Hamilton, but I looked at the historical dude first.
I mean, with a last name like Mulligan, that guy is Irish as potato soup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
Maybe some other small town needs a mad scientist.
Yeah, so, but Cody, he doesn't want his friend to move away, So they are going to team up and get to some Little Rascals-esque shenanigans. And we're going to solve this case.
They're gonna get in Blades. Blades is gonna fly.
Yeah, Blades is indeed quite ready to rumble.
Oh, yeah. He was quite ready to rumble that.
It's Chase who
Oh, no,
says
sorry.
that
It's Chase who is quite ready to rumble.
in a few minutes.
Yes. Yeah, they Blades, even though he does hate flying, he kind of does miss it. So he's going to fly them up there so they can spy on him, but they are, of course, immediately interrupted by the MorBot, who pursues them through the wind farm.
They have a little
destroying
jump
part of it.
scare.
Yes.
So is the wind farm actually directly outside of the fire station?
In this episode, yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, fine. Because I had that
Sometimes
whole thing
it's
about the
not.
Robo-Baby and whether that was a window.
Well, yeah, so they could see it, so it reasonably is close by with, the spatial
Thought it was a
relations are never
monitor.
clear, but they're on an island, so you can kind of forgive it, everything's close
I
together.
thought it was a monitor.
Like I said,
Anyway,
Griffin Rock is the size of Delaware.
they're spying, and then he's like, "Oh, can you see the monitor?" And they're looking through the binoculars, and then suddenly the MorBot comes up, and it's a jump scare, and that's a lot for a little kids show.
Yeah, so they pursue them through, or it pursues them through the wind farm back to the fire station. The other rescue bots are indeed, as Chase says, quite ready to rumble.
Yes, he's a good boy.
Mm-hmm. But hey, Dr. Morocco calls it back because it's decided that, getting into a fight with rescue bots is not a good idea.
No.
So meanwhile, Dr. Morocco and the mayor have been out in the floating Xanadu, the mayor's private yacht. This mayor's definitely crooked, right? We know he's incompetent, but you're not buying this on a mayor's side.
I mean, it's New England. This is probably like a Kennedy thing. This is probably
this is true.
Family money.
Yeah, he's probably comes from some money. That's how he got the mayorship.
My family made the Lusky fortune bootlegging in the 30s.
Yes.
He's involved in shipping and transport.
Yeah.
This
Speaking
town's
of
built on Lusky family hooch. Ich buying ein Griffin Rocker.
Yeah, rum running, that probably came into the family fortune.
Also, in my family history, bootlegging, having parties.
I inherited this hairpiece from my great grandfather John Fitzgerald Lusky.
Yes.
It was made from only the finest weasel and stoat.
Ooh, stoat.
Hey man, stoats are ermines. They get nice and soft.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why they put it in the piece.
Yes.
Mrs. Lusky, she says it's like petting a kitty.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, so they pull into dock, and the chief's there, and he's all, "Hey, listen, your MorBot almost got into a West Side Story rumble with my rescue bots, and it's also constantly wrecking the town. Think of how the mayor, think of how the voters are going to be mad at you."
Also, they talk about basically whether Blades was allowed to be flying around the evil science compound, and things like temporary flight restrictions are absolutely a thing that I deal with at work. So I had to turn off my work brain for a moment there, thinking about whether there was a NOTAM out there with the TFR for the evil science compound.
Yeah, I'm calling in. It's about my evil robot.
Can we do I need to put out a NOTAM for a flight restriction around my evil science compound? Actually, let me transfer you to Frank sitting next to me.
So he's like a robot, and he's not piloted. Is he technically a drone?
That's a good question. I'll have to...
Can a drone trespass? How does that work?
I'll have to go ask the NOTAM office guys.
They must be like no drone zones.
Look, I'm just a contractor.
Do they call them? They should call them no drone zones.
They should, and I don't believe they do.
They should.
Curse you, bureaucracy.
Like with government facilities, but does this count as a government facility since apparently, like, it is the residence of whoever's the lead scientist of the island, not actually a residence.
It's like the White House where you live there, but it's also your office.
You can have, like, police offices, police organizations can put flight restrictions and can request flight restrictions for areas where they're doing, like, crime scene investigation and stuff, So yeah, they could definitely, the mayor could call that into the FAA and have a flight restriction put in place for the area around the Mad Science building.
Yeah. But the mayor is not entirely placated by this because he wants Morocco to, reprogram his robot. And things only get worse because now, to paraphrase Lyndon Johnson, well, when you've lost Huxley Prescott, you've lost Griffin Rock.
Now he's anti-MorBot.
Oh, he is.
Oh, I'm so mad at him. I was so mad at him.
Wait,
because he's
after the story.
Yeah, he's just, it's like Fox in the late 90s, world's most deadly robot chases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like we see the Burt Reynolds guy getting his car wrecked for speeding.
Oh yeah, he just gets kicked into the junkyard.
Yes. We see him uprooting an entire tree to rescue Mr. Pettypaws.
Pettypaws, no! Yes! Poor kitty. Oh. And Mrs. Niederlander just shakes a fist at the robot.
Yes, and so Huxley Prescott is now, this MorBot is a menace.
Yes. He's about ready to hire the man in a gorilla suit to come fight the MorBot.
And meanwhile, Chase, much like fellow cartoon robot Bender, has decided to become a great chef.
Yes. By putting a big gloppy green pile that he claims is pea soup.
Yeah, it's pea soup. For starters, Chase, soup, usually liquid.
Yes.
Yeah,
this is pushing the definition of stew.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a goo. It's a goop.
It's the right
I think the
color, but the consistency is...
I think in molecular cuisine we would call this a goop.
Yes.
Looks like you're going to have to call in Steve McQueen to fight this thing.
Yes.
And in fact, it is so inedible that Boulder uses it as green paint.
Yes. He's like, oh, I was out of green.
And also now he's painting a sad face because now he's sad.
Aww, so he needs that green.
He's no longer feeling rosy.
But he is glad that he doesn't eat.
Yes. But meanwhile, Cody and Frankie are still, doing the Encyclopedia Brown / Sally Kimball thing.
Sally what?
She was Encyclopedia Brown's sidekick / girlfriend / muscle.
Oh, I have no association with those.
I just read Nancy Drew.
Oh, I read a ton of those. And to find out what I thought about them, you'll have to turn me upside down to see.
I never even read Hardy Boys.
Oh. Anyway, they are able to sneak into the house due to a holographic doggy door.
Also, Frankie has a 100 terabyte USB drive. And I want to say that's ridiculous, but then I remember the last time I actually went to Micro Center, and at one point, I was just, staring slack-jawed at the case of hard drives, and when the associates, asked me something, I was like, when did they get this big? So they're 20 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah, but this was 8 years ago, so that is impressive.
Yeah, it's the futuristic city of Griffin Rock.
I feel like I would have to look into it. I would know the proper things to figure this out, but I feel like there might be limitations to solid state stuff preventing there from being a easily produced 100 terabyte USB drive, but I can't say for certain if that is the case, that is for some reason impossible.
Well, and also this is a man who owns a robot dinosaur.
Well, yes, that's true. That is true.
He laughs at practicalities. I mean, listen, you think a man who invented spray-on pants is going to let Moore's Law stop him?
Oh, that's something they should have done either this episode or last episode. Like, they should have brought the robot T-Rex with them, and he should have been in his own giant bird house.
I mean, he is technically kind of a bird.
Yeah.
Except a robot. Anyway, so they get in there, and he is on the phone with somebody who is building an army.
I believe so, yes.
So is he on the phone with Mech?
Was Mech still around by, like, the tree,
yes.
the 40s? Okay.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Okay.
Or
yeah,
I guess, if we're looking at a shared Hasbro universe here, it could be talking to Cobra, could be talking to Venom.
This guy should totally be like a proto-Destro.
Yeah, exactly. Could be talking to Destro, or, Destro and he are like rivals.
Yes.
And obviously, Morocco is probably English, Destro is Scottish.
They don't like each other
so much.
And they both think that the other one dresses like a fool.
Yes.
Well, at least I'm not so ugly that I have to wear a giant metal helmet all the time. If I did that, how would anybody see my mustache?
Wait, this would have been after the episode of Nemesis Prime, which is the one where Silas gets injured at the end.
Oh, okay, then maybe he is talking to Cobra.
But it's before Human Factor when they rebuild him in the Breakdown's body. So
okay, so I guess if he's talking to like Mech Goon number 2, who I think was usually Josh Keaton.
Probably still trying to get Silas to not be dead.
Oh.
Yeah, can you put Silas on the phone? I've talked to him before. Oh, all of his organs, you said.
Oh, I might have something to help with that.
Yes.
And what was that? Oh, you built an evil Optimus Prime and it fell on him. Well, that will happen.
I have to ask you a question. Does he have pants? Can he still wear pants? Because I have a solution for that.
I have something to... Is he having trouble putting on pants? Because I have something that could help with that.
Completely destroyed, you say? Well, what about his genitals? Completely destroyed, you say?
Well, so much for the spray-on thong.
Can I interest you in, perhaps, some flying lobsters?
He's got them.
I have a whole tank of them.
Yes.
Anyway. So yeah, they're trying to get into the computer. They've been locked out. And,
it's got a little, animation, a cartoony animation of him that just made me think of Nedry's
Yes, and...
Damn it, I hate this hacker crap!
There's even a line he says after... Oh, no, he almost quotes the clever girl line.
Oh, he's a clever man, that Dr. Morocco.
Yes.
And now the children are in danger. There's some child endangerment in this preschool show.
Because he's just sending this robot after these kids.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. He's finally Tim Currying all over the place.
Oh, yes.
He's not full overacting. Like, he's not clown levels of Tim Curry, but... He's cranked up the Tim Curry.
Speaking of too frightening for children.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
It's not quite to KiloCon, but he's getting there. No, he's on the way.
Yeah, he's like half KiloCon at this point.
He's currently on Clue Butler.
yeah, about that.
Good,
maybe a little
good.
higher. And he does say pariah, which is like, that's a vocabulary word, kids. Goodness.
Hey man,
Ask your parents, kids.
I learned a lot of vocabulary words from cartoons as a kid.
Well, yes.
Like oblivion.
But pariah is just really...
Because, yes, he's talking about, how he was, I was expelled from this city, and they made me a pariah amongst the scientific community, so now I'm going to wreck all their stuff.
Basic vengeance
And I'm
plot.
going to break into their houses when they're not home and mess up the place. And I'm going to sell their children's organs to zoos for meat.
I mean, yes.
I'm sorry, I've been watching some Futurama.
Just a little.
So yeah, there's a big chase. They find they get into the elevator. At one point, they get to the roof and they're trapped. And Frankie, didn't you used to live here like a week ago?
I mean, yeah, but maybe he redecorated a little.
It's kind of a big place.
He changed the locks and also moved some things.
You know how to get in the doggy door, but I don't know.
And meanwhile, they drop
use the attic.
one of Dr. Morocco's grenades, and there's a giant explosion.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun! It's a lot of child endangerment.
And meanwhile, the mayor is just getting calls from everywhere. Talking about explosions, and of course, the usual Griffin Rock havoc. And the MorBot is busy chasing a couple of kids around.
Yeah.
That's why
So
you
the
need
mayor-
4 of them.
That's right. Well, indeed, he does call on the rescue bots, and it's stock footage time, everybody.
Yay! And Chief Burns gives this lecture about how it doesn't matter that who they're going to save has been a big thorn in their side, because they're rescue people and they're going to go do their job. And this is why Optimus Prime liked him.
That's right.
This is why Optimus Prime was like, I'm gonna leave my little rescue buddies with this guy.
That's a mustache I can trust.
Yes. Peter Cullen knows a good mustache.
He does indeed. So, Cody and Frankie do manage to escape. They escape to Morocco's Zeppelin.
Yeah.
You escape in the airship.
And they accidentally, turn this thing on and start flying it.
Oops.
Very slowly, because it's a blimp.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do know the difference between Zeppelin and blimp, but I'm not sure which one this is.
Isn't there a place to stand on the upper part, which makes it a Zeppelin?
No, the Zeppelin has, the balloon part has, a rigid metal, skeleton.
Yeah.
Which you can see, when the Hindenburg explodes.
Yeah.
Right.
But, the Goodyear blimp, it's just a big balloon.
Yeah, but this seems rigid because there's a place to stand on top, I think.
Okay, so now this probably is a Zeppelin, and definitely the Zeppelin more evil than a blimp.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the more Nazi of the two.
It's the one with the more German name.
It's named after a German.
Yeah, exactly. Look, we're white people. We can call Germans evil. It's okay.
It's true. and I know from evil countries. I'm 1/8 Transylvanian. Check out our Patreon and go back to our Dracula Untold episode.
Yes. Oh, that was a good one.
Anyway, and of course, his computer there is not locked, and they're able to find that it is full of the dirt on Dr. Morocco.
Yes, that's where he keeps all his evil files.
Yes. So Danny, so they have to radio in Danny, who I guess is, even though there can't be a ton of commonality between flying a Zeppelin and flying a helicopter, is still able to talk them down like it's an airport movie.
Yeah, she says something about how, you've watched me land Blades. Blades lands himself.
Yeah.
What do you even have to do? It's okay, so I talk to the Zeppelin. I tell it, okay, we're gonna land now, and it's really
it's gonna be okay.
Yes, it's gonna be okay.
So somebody get Karen Black on the line. or George Kennedy.
Robert Stack. What's some Robert Stack? Or Charles Bronson. Wasn't Charles Bronson in Airport 75 or something?
Oh. All right, so what you got to do with this plane? You got to shoot it. Blammo. But now, listen, Cody. Landing a Zeppelin is just like flying a bicycle. It's just a lot harder to put baseball cards in the spokes. Oh, it's a good thing she doesn't know how much I hate her guts.
I'm still stuck on why you're asking the guy from Parliament Funkadelic.
No,
wait.
George Kennedy.
Yeah, you said Kennedy. Oh, I thought I was thinking George Clinton. Never
Did
mind.
I say George Clinton? Because that would be hilarious.
No, I think you might have said George Kennedy. I just, like, my brain...
Okay. Although I'm not
superposed the wrong
ruling out that
president.
George Clinton was also in an airport.
He might have been. I don't know. I don't think they were quite that cool.
Just George Clinton sitting next to Gloria Swanson asking her if she's going to have the chicken or the fish. When, of course, everybody knows you should have lasagna.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably a better statement. Oh, he's from Jersey.
Robert Stack?
No, George Clinton. Or he grew up in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so this meanwhile, this MorBot is still trying to bust down the door to this blimp command center.
Ooh.
So they finally land it. They get out. The MorBot is chasing them behind, and it is time for a surprising amount of violence.
Yeah, it's like...
I mean, it is a mindless drone, but they bust this thing up.
Yes, they beat it up a lot. Everyone gets to punch.
It's weird. Like, it's so much off-camera robot violence.
Robot on robot violence.
Yes. And as you mentioned in our previous episode, there is a pun here. Because Boulder says, the less MorBot, the better.
Yeah,
Yes.
I knew they were going to make at least one, but I was
Boulder.
kind of expecting more puns.
You cinnamon roll. He's a good boy.
Yep. And so the chief gets the evidence from the computer. Morocco is fired. Doc Green is reinstated. Everybody's having a barbecue, and everybody's cool. Even Huxley Prescott is all, well, good news. The rescue bots are back. Just as I always said.
Taste asshole. Just absolute gormless. Just, I love him so much.
Once again, this station regrets to report that our earlier coverage of Spider-Man was in error. And he is not, in fact, in league with Dr. Octopus.
He doesn't even acknowledge that he ever doubted them.
Of course not. It's Huxley Prescott.
Oh, why would you?
I love him. He's so terrible.
Oh, and but what of Dr. Morocco? Well, he has stolen the mayor's yacht and taken the time to paint his logo on the back of it.
Yes.
Yes, very hastily and sloppily.
I can't believe he stole this boat.
This man is all about the brand.
But like I said, I mean, clearly he's got an underwater lair, because specifically the choice of escape vehicle is aquatic. So he's heading to his underwater lair.
And that is the end of this two-parter. I enjoyed this a lot. There was a little more action than I was used to on this show.
Yeah. It's
and
lots
definitely
of
more
fighting.
villainy.
Yeah, lots of like actual. I guess the antagonist is not just like them being stupid about something. The people on the island making poor decisions is not the antagonist.
Well, I mean, I guess the poor decision was hiring Dr. Morocco,
Yes.
despite him clearly being a supervillain. But yeah, so I enjoyed it a lot. I always enjoy a little Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so with that episode done, it's time to once more turn to David for Tokusatsu Corner.
Tell us about the Tokus.
Yay! QQ Sentai! Go Go 5! This week, Younger Siblings Rebellion. Like, there's a leftover power from the monsters from Grand Witch Grandine that they're going to use to power up a monster this week, or whatever, with a card. I guess space alien magic. But the main plot of the episode is, like, the Red Ranger is trying to get everyone else on their day off to, like, we're still practicing, we're firefighters. It's like, oh no, we don't want to do that, we just want to relax. And then one of them gets, like, 4 slips, or they win something to, like, go to an upscale restaurant, And then they just, let's skip out on the Red Ranger. Screw him. He's been a dick to us lately.
That's fair.
So they go to this restaurant, but it turns out, oh no, the monster of the week attacks the building and sets it on fire. And they didn't bring their communicators with them, so they can't transform into Rangers. So Red has to come in there, and then they're actually helping rescue the people that are in there, get them out, evacuate the building. And then Red gets there, and it's like, okay, we're gonna get out. And then the room they're in starts to collapse. It's like, Red Ranger's like, fuck it, I'm leaving. It's like, wait, what? So they're left in fire while he leaves because he was going back to get their... Oh, yeah, because their suits were damaged last episode because the electricity in the new giant robot had fried them, so they were being repaired. So he went to go get them to bring them back, but it's just like he left them in fire and rubble. It's a bad look, dude. You could have said, oh, I'll be right back. It's not that I can't rescue you, it's that I need to go get the stuff to rescue. It's a thing. So Red's kind of a jerk, which is sort of a Red Ranger thing, because Red Ranger's the most stiff and leader-like when he's not being an overly energetic goofball in some series.
Mm-hmm.
So, and although the dumbest thing is, when the other Rangers are, trying to get out after their brother has left them, they open a door in a building with fire. Backdraft, people! You should know this shit. Half of you are firefighters.
And the other half saw that...
Saw that movie.
Yeah.
Saw that movie?
Yes.
Backdraft.
It's just weird.
I was trying to think of which Baldwin was in it. It was Billy Baldwin.
Mm-hmm. Great.
He's your B-level Baldwin.
Is that why he's Billy?
Well, kind of, yeah, because it's Alex, and then Alec is clearly your A-level Baldwin.
Yeah.
Billy is your B, and then I think it breaks down to that because you've got,
others.
Geez, what are the other
are
Baldwins?
available.
Well, there's actually Daniel, who might be the D grade, but I don't think the other guy is a C.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of the episode.
And it's Steven, who totally blows it.
Oh. Anyway, so they come back, they become a giant robot, and then they beat up the monster of the week, which is, what is it called? Violent Food Sima Beast Junkie, which, food doesn't really have anything to do with it. He's this, dragon dinosaur skeletal guy with, an ammonite on his chest, so, I don't know what that has to do with violent food junkie.
Okay, so we will be back next week with more rescue bots. And a couple weeks ago, we had David Wise's revenge with the Day of the Machines. Next week, Shrink Ray, baby.
Oh yeah,
Shrink Ray.
It's plots that always work.
That's right. So until then, of course, we are all over the internet. We have a Facebook, we have a Twitter, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting expenses and other things. That is at patreon.com/iaconunderground. And I believe when this comes out, we will still have the one I'm going to be listening to, because it's Rob and David talking My Hero Academia.
That's right. And mostly David talking My Hero Academia and me asking a bunch of dumb questions.
And me hopefully getting most of them right.
And occasionally talking about the new universe.
Ooh. I like New Universe, by which I mean...
It makes sense in context.
I'm familiar with the New Universe, and it's sort of an interesting, nerdy thing to be like, I know what that is. I understood that reference.
The only time that any of us will ever be likened to Chris Evans.
Yeah.
All right, so until next time, I'm Rob.
My name is Alexander Hamilton. No, wait, it's Jen.
I am not going to sing. I'm David.
And I'm going to go home and sleep with my wife.
Okay, I should probably see Clue again. That was a great movie. Wait, do I
Absolutely, you should see Clue again.
do I actually own Clue? I'm not sure. Oh.
It's on Pluto TV sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, next time that happens.